What is up, Bouquet? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today's video is going to be real deep. Okay? The first thing we're going to do before we get into this, we're going to start off with a prayer. So today's prayer is Mark 3:14. He appointed 12 that they may be with him, and that he might send them out to preach. So, and that was Mark 3:14. Also today, we got our chakra shell. So this is to keep all positive energies, all positive vibes. And yes. So before we get into this deep thing, Holy Spirit, the only ones that are allowed into this video today will be the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I am very grateful and thankful. Thank you for blessing me. Give me the knowledge and the words to speak through this video today, and to speak on the topic, Lord God, and to stay focused and maintain and driven by the grace of God in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, you guys. But I'm in a good spirit, y'all. I'm in a good spirit. I am happy. Things are going well. And we're just, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. So today, you guys, today's topic, we're going to be talking about, y'all cannot see my face. Y'all definitely can't. But today, you guys, our topic is going to be on domestic violence. Yes, domestic violence. In any shape, form, size, or matter, or however you look at the situation, domestic violence is not acceptable in no shape, form, size. Any type of domestic violence, any type of physical violence, any type of mental violence, any type of verbal violence, is not acceptable. And today we're going to have a spotlight shout out today to Chris Smith, which is one of my Facebook friends, but he's also a subscriber on my channel. So today, earlier me and Chris was talking, and he had asked me, he was like, could I make a video on domestic violence? You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, because that's a great video to talk about, because I've been in that situation before. So it's like, okay, it's something I can relate to, that I can put out so that everybody could understand. And not only that, it could touch on not only me, or not only on Chris's behalf, but on everyone who's been through this type of situation. So, first thing first, I don't care who you are, what you look like, small, tall, big, skinny, midget, anything. You do not deserve to be in no domestic violence situation. Also, a key word we're going to look at here is narcissist. Okay? A key word is narcissist. Now, I'm going to speak more on that in a second. But 10 times out of 10, when you're in a domestic violence situation or any type of thing like that, you're dealing with a narcissist. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, a narcissist. Now, you guys, what I mean by narcissist, a narcissist is a guy who, or it could be, I feel like it's more of guys, but it's also women could be like that too, I believe. And you have to understand something. A narcissist only fuels off of what you give them. I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. They fuel off of what you give them. When you're no longer serving, I don't even want to say that. When you're no longer giving to them in any way, they're going to get aggressive. They're going to get, it goes right back to being an abuser. It's basically abuser. A narcissist is an abuser. So, I'm looking at notes here. So, my friend Chris basically was speaking to me about a certain situation, because I'm not going to make this video, about me. I'm just going to point out things about me that I've been through that has to do with the subject. For instance, he tells me, I'm not going to get all too detailed in his business because that's not everybody's business. But, he knows that I'm making a video about this. So he's like, for instance, one of his past or, one of his relationships that he's been through, he had a woman who probably before he got with her, she was with her baby's father, and he was an abuser, a narcissist. He, hit her, beat her, took her money, didn't pay bills, the normal thing, the one you feed the ego. That's basically what it is, y'all. What y'all gotta understand is when you're in a situation with an abuser, it's about feeding egos. You know what I'm saying? It's about feeding that ego, so that person could be full off of you with no type of effort put in. You know what I'm saying? So whether that's mentally, emotionally, physically, verbally, anything, this is what they feed off of. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, of course, they're going to show you all this nice stuff. They're going to treat you like everything is all good, everything is all right, like y'all just balling, like y'all just the best ever, like he got you so in this mindset of he's the perfect man, like perfect man, perfect woman, like this is what they do, and then probably a couple weeks down the line, a couple months down the line, a couple years down the line, however long it took for him to show his true colors, he shows them. And just like that, you're trapped in this box. It's a heavyweight box, with all his weight, everything he's going through, he's putting it on you now. And you start to feel trapped. You start to feel lost. You start to feel depressed. See what a narcissist do is he starts taking you away from things you love, things that make you happy, so that he could be the only thing in that's making you happy, or that's making you happy. You know what I'm saying? An abuser. This abuser and a narcissist to me is the same thing. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it's the same thing. So, an abuser / narcissist, in the beginning, they're gonna start slowly but surely. If you pay attention and you woke, you're gonna start to see that he's trying to. Oh, that just scared me, y'all. Y'all don't even understand how that just scared me. That light just fell. But anyway, a narcissist is somebody who slowly but surely starts to pull you away from your family, your friends. He only wants to be the center of attention. No one else is around. Don't let y'all have a house together. You're not going anywhere. Look, it'll turn you into a whole different person, to somebody you knew you never was. And it's crazy because they're so weak. And you don't even understand that they're really weak. Now, on the situation with my friend Chris here, his, ex-friend, baby's father, to me, he's a narcissist. To me, he's a man who don't want to get it on his own. He expecting handouts from her. You know what I'm saying? He's playing with her emotions. He's playing with her mind. He's feeding her lies. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that a man could do that. You know what I'm saying? A man could do that. A man, if you really look at the history of abusers, it's like, bruh, like, so let me get to the point of this. Let me start getting deep into this, right? So, women that has been with a man, or even if it's a man who's been with a woman who was abusive, listen up and listen up closely. Don't pull yourself into this hole. Don't throw yourself into this hole. because that type of stuff there is what will block everything. Blessings. See, this type of stuff is what bring karma into your life. These type of people will try to, and they make you do things you don't want to do. You have to understand. It's crazy because I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm trying to slow it down and bring it back because I'm really all over the place. I'm trying to say one thing at a time. So I've been in this situation. I'm going to start with me. I've been in this situation before with an abuser, and he's a narcissist. Now, he blamed things on me that was not my fault. And he tried to make me think that things were all on me. Even when it's his. Like, he'll try to say, like, if I'm saying, like, oh, you know, if I'm trying to speak my mind, or if I'm saying, like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da, or such and such and such and such, he the type of person that'll be like, you're too insecure. You're too insecure for me. Da-da-da-da-da. This, that, and the other. But really, he's insecure, and he's making me the one feel like I'm insecure because of his actions. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to say this without saying too much because this situation is a lot. So it's like, you gotta pace yourself with this type of situation. See, I'm grateful and thankful by the grace of God that I got out my situation. Most females, most males, they do not make it out of these situations. Somebody end up hurt. Somebody end up, you know, Lord forbid, somebody could die. Like, these situations are serious, y'all. Like, people have to understand, it's not just physical. It's mental. It's emotional. It's verbal. Like, do you not understand? The mind works constantly. You know what I'm saying? And when you got somebody feeding you all this, that's the devil. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Lord, let me tell you. You gotta understand, these people you are dealing with are the devil. They're close to the devil. They're like this with the devil. Do you hear me? Them people are not the people you want in your life. You bring good spirits. Lord, shield everyone. Shield everyone. Those men, those women who are narcissists, who are abusive, they do not deserve. I don't want to be mean about it, but look how they treat people. You know what I'm saying? But like, they don't deserve to be with anybody. They need to be alone because they treat people so badly. So badly. And going back to what my friend Chris said here, he was basically like, he beat on her. Now, I'm gonna start breaking this down. I know I done said the same things a lot of times, but here we go. I'm gonna break it down by physically, emotionally, mentally, and verbally and stuff. So, mentally, in the beginning, everything is cool. Everything is cool. You start seeing you see everything blindly. Oh, he's the sweetest person. Oh, he done did this. The man that went to the store and got probably got a dollar gift for you that he had or whatever. I don't know. I'm just speaking it, saying just random. But like, however it occurred in your situation. Oh, he made it seem so sweet, like he was just the sweetest person. And then, you know, boom, a week later, I start feeling mentally trapped. Like, I felt like he was trying to put me in a bad situation. Like, my mind, and the worst thing about this situation is you fail to listen to your intuition. You fail to listen to anybody in this situation that has progressed or has not progressed, that has been in a situation where they have been with a narcissist or an abuser. You don't listen to your intuition. I'm gonna tell you that now. And your intuition speaks loud. See, when you on a low vibration, when you're around somebody, this is what I mean when I say they work with the devil. That's a low vibration, okay? Now, when you with God and you love yourself and you trust and you have faith in God, You can hear that intuition talking to you. Trust me, you can hear that intuition talking to you. But when you're around somebody or you're in a situation with a narcissist and he's mentally messing with your head, you slowly but surely start falling into that trap. That's how they do it. They start you off so good, like everything is flowers, peach and cream, everything is smooth, and then the next thing you know, you starting to feel sick every day, you starting to be depressed, you starting to get down and out, you start to neglect yourself, neglect your family, neglect everything that meant something to you. You start to see it fade away, and then all this abuse and verbal abuse start coming in, and this is mentally he's trying to breaking you down. This is the breaking you down stage. He's breaking you down, seeing what it's gonna take for you to get down, to bow to him. You know what I'm saying? To give him what he wants. You know, that's mentally. Now emotionally, he's gonna start not even detaching. He was never there emotionally anyway, but he's gonna start breaking your emotions down now. He's gonna start telling you certain things that, oh, he's gonna make you feel all good inside, make you want to stay, but then it's gonna be, you a stupid bee, you this, that, and other, making you feel less than what you are, or you a stupid bee or nigga or da, because it could be men or women. They start breaking you down emotionally. You know, then it verbally comes in, like emotionally, they stop giving you what they gave you in the beginning, all that sweet talk, all that. That was fake. That was a show. So he pulled you in like that. They pulled you in so that you can surrender to them. Then and then he's at this point he's physically abusing you. At this point you're fighting every day. At this point you're getting hit every day. At this point she's knocking you upside your head now. You know what I'm saying? And you lose sight of what you really are. You lose sight of knowing that you don't deserve it, because that's what he wanted you to do. A narcissist and an abuser are the same thing. They work close to the devil. This is actions of the devil. Do you hear me? These people only want your energy. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to have joy. They don't want you to have peace. They don't want you to have a heart full of joy, a mind full of peace. You know, they don't want you to have that, because they don't have that. You feel me? That's if you find yourself in a situation where you're fighting constantly with somebody, when he's blaming you for his mistakes, his things, you gotta get out of there right now. Because 10 times out of 10, you finna start messing with somebody who's an abuser and a narcissist. Do you hear me? Get out of that. 10 times out of 10, before you even, once this man start acting frigidly, start acting funny, he moving weird, get out of there. Listen to your intuition. Pray. Ask God to clear all those negative vibes and spirits and that's no good around you or from around you. Do you hear me? Because it's not good, yo. Like, that type of stuff will bring your whole life down. And the crazy part about it is it's so dangerous that it can actually end up tragically. You know, it can end tragically. And people don't even realize that they're in a tragic situation even messing with a narcissist. Do you hear me? Like, people don't even understand that the first signs, the red flags, is what you need to pay attention to the most. Don't pay attention to all that, oh, you cute, all that, you know, smooth talking, smooth operator shit. Don't listen to that. Because you need to pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the shit he's saying that ain't got shit to do with being lovey-dovey. Pay attention to those conversations he's having. Besides, oh, you look good. You did it good. You did it. Pay attention. Because if you don't, you're going to mess your whole life up. And it's not that you want to, it's just you felt that this person was true. You felt that this person was brilliant. You thought that this person was somebody that could be everything to you, but in reality, that God, not that God, y'all forgive me, Lord forgive me, God, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, your intuition, your inner self was telling you, listen, look, see, people got to realize, you got to understand and know yourself, but you also got to know spirit. You hear me? You got to know spirit. So say for instance, if you messing with this narcissist, right, and your stomach starts to hurt when you get around them, or you get major headaches when you get around them, that's signs. Pay attention. That type of stuff is signs, y'all. That type of stuff is like telling you something. It's telling you something. You may think, oh, my stomach just hurt. No. Pay attention. You know the difference between your stomach just hurting and you being like women, they have their monthlies, or you got to do, or you know the difference. That feeling you gonna get is not gonna be normal. That's them spirits. That's your inner self, your intuition saying, run, get out of there. It's time to move around. Because what you gotta understand is God above all, He sees all. He sees what this person is doing. He sees that this person's intentions aren't good. He sees that everything that this person is doing is negative. He sees that. And they're trying to tell you, they're giving you the red flags. Like, this person ain't good. This person gonna bring you down. This person, don't do it. See, but us as humans in flesh, in 3D world, we don't pay attention to that. We don't pay attention to that type of spiritual level. We don't pay attention because we so immune to the spirit. We're so immune to the 3D world. We're so immune to this around us. We're immune to this. We're not immune to that inner stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pay attention, and you have to know spirit. You have to know God. You have to know the Lord. You have to know yourself. And you have to understand that yourself is telling you things, especially in this type of situation, dealing with a narcissist, dealing with an abuser. Domestic violence in general. See, what you gotta understand is they like you to be miserable. When I say miserable, miserable. All shapes, sizes, forms. See, I've been in a situation where it wasn't just physical. It was mental, it was emotional, it was draining. It was to the point where and I know it's not just me. So I'm speaking in first, second, and third person, really. I'm like, but everybody who's been in this situation know what I'm saying. It makes you literally not care about anything anymore. It makes you lose all hope. It makes you lose all faith in love, in life, in family, in friends. It makes you lose everything. And he don't even care. Do you hear me? He don't care. She don't care. And it's like you have to really, 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 really go deep within yourself to understand. It might take you a minute, but you have to let go of that situation. You have to, because that's the only way you're going to heal from that situation. That's the only way you're going to move forward, move on, move past. Do you hear me? You got to understand, people ain't out for your good. They not. Some people not out for your good, whether you realize it or not. It could be the most people you love. They not out for your good. Do you hear me? Like, you got to understand also that they don't give a damn if you were broke. They want that money. They don't give a damn if you really hurting. They're gonna hurt you some more. Pay attention. Your body is telling you something. Your heart is telling you something. Your mind is telling you something. The spirits inside your inner self, your spirit team, everybody has a spirit team. Everybody has God. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has God, and whatever everybody believes in, because I know it's different religions or things like that. To be honest, it's not about religion with me, because that's out the window. I believe in God. That's it. I believe in God, the Lord, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's what I believe in. That's what I trust in. That's what I'm sticking to. But I know it's people out there that believe in other things. Look, y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all gotta open your eyes. This is part 1 of this video. I'm gonna get ready and upload this video. I'm gonna go more into detail in part 2. And I also have a video of my friend Chris Smith. I asked him to make a video as well, speaking on the situation. So I'm gonna also upload that video. So stay tuned for those videos that's coming up, and also stay tuned for this. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And you guys, please leave a comment down below about the situation. If you've ever been in this situation, you know, and if you have been in this situation and you were lucky to get out of this situation, just drop a comment and let people know that, you know, there are people out here that will help you. There are people out here that will, you know, show you a better way to get out of those situations, because it's never okay to sit in a situation like that. It's never okay to be it's never okay to okay yourself in these situations. You're never supposed to let yourself fall into these situations, and you pray hard. You get away from that situation. I don't care who it is, how it is. You get away from that situation as soon as possible. Pray, make sure everything is okay, and I'll also pray, you know what I'm saying, for anybody who's in this situation. I pray that you get out safely. Yes. So part 2 is going to be about being in this situation and you have kids. So make sure that if you like this video, share this video, subscribe to this video, and subscribe to the channel as well. And yeah, yay.